All right, so I don't do any preparation for these videos. It's impromptu, but I did at least remove my ginormous bowl of salad, which I've been trying so hard to finish this grotesque looking but very, very delicious kale based salad. And it reminded me I have to do a post-mortem video on the 10-day detox diet book protocol by Dr. Hyman, which is neither a detox nor a diet, really, which is good. So I thought I'd do that now. I just probably should have done it a little bit sooner, because it's been a week or so since I finished that. But then it's good. I could give you, tell you what's working and what's not. I'll give you more of the details or any specific tips and stuff that I found for me on a regular post. Here I want to talk about more of the concepts and really exciting takeaways. It's a way for me to share with you the biggest and the best nutrition or food related advice that I have. And I have only this. I have only one. It's the one I've been giving out for 20-30 years. It's the one that probably no one follows, because all good advice is simple and effective, but hard to do. And that's how I know it's excellent advice. No, it really is the best piece of advice, and here it is. And the whole point is, basically, I've had to take my own advice. That's what I'm trying to get across here. I've had to take my own advice, take my own medicine, and it's wonderful, and it sucks. Okay. And here's the advice. When it comes to food, when it comes to your diet, eat more. Eat as much as you can. Eat more of the healthy whole foods. What happens when you eat healthy whole foods is that your body will normalize your weight. So if you are concerned with your weight, if you're overweight, the healthy normal or whole foods are going to normalize your weight, so you'll lose weight. If you're underweight, you will end up gaining some weight. So good things in either direction. And then once you hit a normal weight, whether how we go about resetting that normal is where I step in with the exercise. But your whole foods, okay, is going to help normalize your weight. Of course, the crux of why we eat whole foods, though, is that we're going for an increase in nutrition. So increase in the quality of the food and the nutrition. But here's how and why it works. You can only eat so much in a day, right? You can only choose so much. You only have 24 hours in a day to eat. Now, if you're eating healthier foods, the cruciferous vegetables, it takes a lot of energy and time to chew and eat those foods. Not to mention, if you're trying to eat healthy, it's actually also very time consuming, right? Because you have to most of the time prepare them yourself. So you just simply run out of time and energy and room in all sorts of ways. So you have less time and less energy and less room to eat the unhealthier things. So I'm not telling anybody to cut out healthy things at all. I'm telling you to increase the good thing and see what happens. You're simply not going to have time for the unhealthy things. And another beautiful side effect kicks in here. Your palate and your olfactory sense will really change very quickly. It will respond very quickly. So you will actually end up craving the unhealthy stuff less, and most likely actually start enjoying the healthier stuff and craving the healthier stuff more. Okay, so the anyone who's concerned about not eating the enjoyable foods from before, like me, I totally would be sad if I couldn't enjoy cakes and donuts and candy and all that. I'm not saying you won't enjoy it when you have them. You won't crave them as much, okay? You also just simply won't have time. I'm telling you, simply won't have time. All right, so that's the big takeaway for me, okay, in that this diet, which is really not a diet except to eliminate certain the most problematic food groups. I mean, sugar, processed foods, we cut out dairy. Yeah, anyway, it's more of a little elimination protocol. But basically what ended up happening is that I had to take my own advice, okay, and just eat a lot of healthy foods. All right, so the second big takeaway, so good. The magic is in the 10 days. All right, so hear me out. People love challenges, right? The 30 days and the 7 days are very popular because it links to a calendar time frame, and it makes us feel automatically more productive to be able to schedule something for this month or for this week. Also, when you're talking about a 30-day protocol, you're like, yes, 30 days is a long time. So I'm definitely going to get results. I'm definitely going to feel proud to do anything for 30 days if you finish the 30 days. But even if you finish the 30 days, that doesn't say necessarily that you're going to carry that on beyond. Like, that doesn't say 30 days doesn't necessarily mean it's it's something that's sustainable. Okay, it's what you're doing, how you're doing it. So, and then of course you could do 3-day, 5-day, but that's kind of more like a jump start, quick start type of thing, and I think people would find that understandable. So when you're looking at 10 days, also the backup with the 1 week. If you are trying to do something in 1 week or for 1 week, there's a pretty good chance that something out of routine will happen in a week, and that kind of ruins the whole 7-day period, right? So here's the beauty of the 10 days. You're not bound to the calendar. So you could pick any range of 10 days. But inside of that 10 days, you're going to have a full week so that you get to experience either a normal week, okay, inside of the 10 days, or you experience a week with, something out of the ordinary that throws you off, with the plus 3 days as padding. So inside of 10 days, if you do something for even half the time, that's 50% success. Remember, everything here is a win, right? We're looking at improving some metric or some factor or area of health. In the protocols for Dr. Hyman's book, it's basically you hit all the pillars, okay? So you get that smorgasbord effect. So we have sleep, nutrition with the foods, and then we have the supplementation. So that's the extra support supplementation, as well as some other actions for support, and then movement and stress reduction. Okay, so any work in those 5 pillars are going to be an improvement in your health. So you get a chance to improve 50, 60, 70, 80, 90% pretty easily success rate over 10 days. And so that gives you a really good idea of, by like day 8, what is it that that you can do, that you like to do, that you can keep taking with you into beyond the 10 days. You also get an opportunity to give yourself the 10 days, right, of focus time, of intentional, inward focus, so that you can try something new or apply something that you've been wanting to try or that you can already do, and come up with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different things that you're glad that you've tried, that you've whittled down, that you're going to do in the future, how you're going to implement that. You make some changes, whether it comes as a surprise or not, right? I love the surprises, like me ending up using the treadmill. So there's going to be things that you're going to want to tweak for you. But yeah, that's why the 10 days is so awesome. So I want to try to do sort of a compressed 10 days, or more like accelerated 10-day protocol of my 30-day foundational month that I take people through. But it was really good for that reason, okay? And so I'll post the specifics to me, right? So I don't bore you here with some tips and tricks to that anyone could use on the separate post. All right, and then finally, the real thing to think about, whether we're doing a 10-day thing or not, I'm talking about everything that you're doing right now, in every area, is to revolve around this idea of asking, how does it serve me, right? How does it improve my life? And I'm not, of course, talking about like, how does it serve me, like, I'm a queen or a king needing to be, slaved over. No. But how does it help your life function better? Okay, so if it's a better phrasing to you, fine. Because when you're trying to improve something, we tend to get caught up in the shoulds, right? We should. And someone might give you a protocol of exercising 30 minutes, or doing these set of exercises, or someone says sleep for 8 hours. Someone says, do wake up at 5 a.m. Someone says eat this at dinner. Whatever it is, as long as so instead of trying to fit into what you should, okay, or even if it's something you want to, think about the purpose of that, right? So if someone says you should sleep 8 hours, the purpose of that is to increase sleep, number one, and increase the quality of sleep, number two. So as long as you're doing something that helps serve that purpose, and of course serve you, and I'm fine with using the word serve, right? Because when something serves me, it serves me so that I can be of better service to others, right? Or to a bigger or higher purpose in life. So I have no problems using that term. But just keep everything aligned to that question: how is it serving me, right? So that you don't get bogged down on having to do something in the exact manner, in the exact same order, in the exact same quantity as someone says that is, should or is optimal, okay? Maybe it is optimal, but we only care about how you can improve your situation, right? For the purpose of you serving your purpose, right? So anyway, if you're actually interested in doing something if you're doing the actual Dr. Hyman protocol and you want some tips, look for the other posts that I'm going to do, along with the posts that I've done along the way. And or you could just ask me, okay? Because there is a little bit of pre-thinking and a little bit of tweaking that you're going to want to do for your own situation.